Hello, today I'm going to show you how you can do structure analysis by using Prota structure. The first thing what you need to do is to open Prota structure. But also I have created a model of our building in AutoCAD format. The model is 5-story building that we are going to conduct structure analysis, but you also have a span of 10 meter and 9 meter. After opening Prota structure, this is the first user interface of Prota structure. What you need to do, you need to create a new project. You are going to click here to create a new project. After creating a new project, you need to fill the name of your project. The name of our project will be Hotel, but Prota structure does not allow to put a space between the word. But what you need to do is to hold shift, then press minus button if you want to put a space. Then you are continue to fill the name. I will write hotel building. Okay. Then you need to import the design code. Here I'm going to use UK BS building standard. The first thing is to generate the axis. If you want to generate the axis, you come here and right click, then click orthogonal axis generation. After click orthogonal axis generation, then you come on the working space and click. After clicking, orthogonal axis generation will open. Then what you need to do is to put the dimension and span of your building. According to the model I have created, there is span of 5 meter, that is I've written 5000 millimeter, 3000 millimeter, 2000 millimeter. But on the Prota structure we need to put in form of millimeter. Direction 1 is a direction that will be labeled by A, B, C and other. Direction 2 will be labeled by numbers. Direction 1 is a direction that moves vertically downward. For example, let's see our model. This is direction 1 and this is direction 2. We are going to start to put direction 1. Then come to our model. In direction 1 there is a span of 2000 millimeter, 2 and 500 millimeter, 2 and 500 and then 2000 millimeter. Okay, we come here and clear this number. We write 2000 millimeter, comma 2500 millimeter, comma 2500 millimeter, comma 2000. After that, there are axis extension lengths. Axis extension lengths, this is the distance from the axis label to the point where grid start to meet. We will look later. We are going on direction 2. Direction 2, we are going to see direction 2 is a direction horizontal. This start by 5000 millimeter, 3000 millimeter and 2000 millimeter. Okay, we are going to fill 5000 millimeter, comma 3000 millimeter, comma 2000 millimeter. Axis extension lengths will remain the same for both direction 1 and direction 2. After that, we are going to click OK. After click OK, axis have been already generated. This is the first step. When you want to generate axis, we have already generated. This is direction 1 has been labeled. This is vertical direction 2000. There is 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 grids. When you come here, you see 1 2 3 4 5 grids. The grid have been already generated. The second step is to fill your project properties. Okay. The second step, what you need to do is to fill your project properties. Come to File, click Project Properties. After click Project Properties, you need to fill the information of your project. The number 1 is Project Title. Project Title, according to my model, I can fill Hotel Building. The second thing is Calculated By, the one who calculates. Controlled by. Controlled by, you can fill the company that controls the calculation. If is Chris Consultant. Then there is a project number. That is the number of project, how many projects you have performed. That is the number. The final thing is the date. The date today is 26th August. Okay. After, if we want to fill revision notes, you can come and double click here and fill. There is a project statistics. We will look later. After that, you are going to click OK. Now we are going to create a column of the building. To create a column, you can use column icon or come to concrete member, then concrete column. After clicking concrete column, there is a label. This is a label of the column that will be the name of the certain column. This is a position of column at a certain story. For example, this is the position of the column is in story 1. We are going to see at section manager. In section manager, there is an option of selecting any kind of column you want to use. You can use rectangular column, you can use round, or certain shape that you want. But also, if we want to use steel, you can come here and select steel. There are different shapes of steel column according to BS. But also, there are built-up steel. There are different shapes. But in our building, today we are not using steel. We are going to use concrete. But we are using rectangular concrete column, and click and select OK. After already select the shape of the column, we need to put the dimension of our column. Our column will be 250 by 250. But we need to locate the column at the center of the grid point. We are going to click at the center and the column will be inset. But if we want to locate the column at a certain point away from the center of the grid, you need to change the eccentricity. At this time, the eccentricity of our column is at the center. But if we want to change it, we can put, for example, 150, that is a half, 125, that is a half of 250 by 125. If we try to put the column here, column will be located at the angle outside of the center of the grid point. But I want to locate it at the center. I can click at the insertion point, then click center icon. After selecting center icon, the number will be deleted, but also you can delete it manually. If I'm going to click at that point, column will be inserted at the center. But according to the model, there is no column here. I'm going to delete. No column. I'm going to delete. Click delete button of the keyboard. I'll click here and then I'm going to delete. I'm going to insert the column. The dimension is 250 by 250. Eccentricity will be center. Then I'm going to click at the point that I wanted to insert the column. As you see, column already created. Now we are going to create beam of the building. To create a beam, you can come on concrete member, then select concrete beam. But also for beam, if we want to change the shape of the beam, you can come at section manager and select another type of beam, if it is steel or concrete or built up steel, but our building we are using concrete. Then I click OK and put the dimension of our beam is 250 and the depth is 500. The label of our beam will be labeled 1, but I can change whatever I want. If I can use A, or I can use a number, or I can use Z, whatever alphabet I can use, but let's use 1. Then I'm going to click update information. After update information, I'm going to click at the center of the column up to the center of another column. As you see, the beam has already been inserted. Then I'm going to click on the center of another column until I finish the whole building. After reach at that point, you need to create at another location. Click enter on your keyboard, then click at any point you want to continue to insert. Then I'm going to click enter. After that, I click enter. As you see, beam of the building have already been inserted, but also column have already been inserted. What we need to do, we are going to input the beam wall load. The load can view this model in 3D by coming to this point, view, and right click, then 3D view. When you come to 3D view, you will see it, our model, how it appears. Later on, we will be looking on how to insert beam wall load, generating different story of our building. Don't forget to subscribe to see and learn how to insert beam wall load and generating different story.